God bless you. They give off the chain. Thank you. Thank you.
To the great pastor,
God bless you.
Pastor Harris, to these dynamic preachers, this dynamic duo that has gone before me.
Amen.
And just has messed me up. Messed me up in more ways than one.
All right. Amen.
Because I had prepared Mark the 2nd chapter too.
That's it. All right.
And I said, well, maybe he's going to deal with the part that I'm not going to deal with. But he kept on working with that thing, and I just messed me up. But I've been blessed by being here, and sometimes I ask Pastor, why me? I kind of believe why me. I had the privilege of teaching at Macadori High School for some 26 years.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
I had a young lady that come through my class. I tried to teach her something
Amen.
by the name of Barbara Collier,
Amen.
who is over the media ministry here.
Amen.
Amen.
And, she was an outstanding young lady then, and she still is. And,
Still is.
she had such a standard that she held then, and she's doing the same thing now.
Yes, Lord.
Amen.
And so I want to look at a text today. I just want to deal with just a couple of things, and
Certainly.
not going to have time to go into all the background of the text, but I just want to challenge the media ministry and challenge each of you.
Amen.
Amen.
And just want to share with you a word from Matthew's Gospel, the 25th chapter.
Amen. Amen.
And I want to read verses 20 through 21.
Oh, my goodness, that's good. That's good.
And so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying,
All right.
Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more. And his Lord said unto him, Well done, thou good and faithful servant.
Thank you, Lord.
Thou hast been faithful over few things.
All right.
I will make you ruler over many things.
Yes, sir.
Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. You may be seated.
Amen.
I just want to share for a few minutes this message. Be thou faithful.
Amen. Yes.
That's good.
Here we find in this text that Jesus gives this parable of the talents.
All right.
And Jesus was always speaking in parables because of the fact that he wanted to reveal various things unto his followers, those disciples that he had called.
All right.
And many times the disciples did not understand what Jesus was saying unto them.
Amen.
And they did not understand Jesus here he would take situations or illustrations and try to reveal unto his people what he was saying and what it was like.
Yeah.
And so he likened the kingdom of heaven here as a man traveling to a far country who called his own servants.
That's right.
I want you to notice something here. It says servant, and this is something that we don't like in the church today. And we must understand and know that we have been called to be servants of God.
That's
and
right.
we have been called to be witnesses for God.
Amen. Amen.
And too many of us do not want to be that.
Amen. Amen.
We want to be faithful over other things.
All right.
We seek positions instead of serving God. And I like what you have here, and you use this text, this text from Ephesians, and your theme, serving Christ from the heart.
From the heart.
Amen.
And that's where it has to be.
Amen.
You got to be a servant in order to serve Christ.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
That's
And so
right.
we
That's
find
right.
here in this text that he uses this illustration, this parable, to let us know what the kingdom is like. And he talks about it. I just want to deal with this one that he gave 5 talents.
All right.
Now he gave others.
All right.
1, 2, gave one, he
Yeah.
gave 4. But look what happened with the one that was given 5 talents.
All right.
And I want to say to you, my brothers and sisters, whatever ministry that you're a part of,
All right.
whatever you do for God, and you got to do it from the heart.
Amen.
But first of all, you need to be faithful with your treasure.
That's right.
Amen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Talk good. Talk good.
Because your treasure is what God has given unto you.
Yes, sir.
And so here we like this as
Faithful
talent,
treasure.
but whatever you have, it is what God has given to you to be a steward over.
All right. Thank you, Lord.
That's right.
And what kind of steward are you?
That's right.
What are you doing with what God has given you?
All right.
How are you using it, and are you using it for His glory?
Amen. Amen.
So you got to be faithful. This one was faithful. He took it and he invested, or he used it for the benefit of his master,
He did do
Amen.
it. He did.
and it doubled.
Yeah.
And when he came to his master said unto him that, look at here, you've been faithful.
Yeah.
You've been faithful over what I gave you.
Yeah.
You've been faithful over the treasure that I gave you, or the talents I gave you, and he doubled them.
Yeah.
Lord, thank you, Lord.
But the thing is, he said, look here, thou good and faithful
Yeah.
servant.
Uh-huh.
That's where we got to be.
All right.
That's what we have. Not only do we need to be faithful of our talents, of our treasures, but we got to be faithful of our time.
Amen.
What do we do with the time that God gives unto us? Do we just go somewhere and sit down and do like this one that had one, sat down, hide it, and don't do nothing? Just don't do nothing in the church, don't do nothing in the community, don't do nothing at home, and just won't do anything for God. Because you think it's too small, but nothing is too small for God. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because Jesus had been out there preaching one day, and he was out there, and he said, now y'all feed the folks. Been out here, I've been preaching to them. And look what he says. He said, feed them. They said, what this big crowd that we have here? I mean, what we gonna get? We really don't have enough money. And then we got to go in town to buy food for them.
Yeah.
And Jesus said, now what do you have?
Yeah.
And they said, well, we got a little kid's lunch.
Yeah. That's what we
2
got.
fish and 5 barley loaves. Too little, really, for a man, but just right for a kid. But let me tell you something. I don't care how small it is that you have, and what little God has given unto you. What you got to do is get it out of your hand into the master's hand.
Yes, sir.
And when you get it out of your hands and put it in the master's hand, it becomes more than enough. Let me tell you something. Take the time. Use the time that God has given you. You know, there are people that ask, well, how long do y'all hold? How long y'all in church?
Yes. Amen.
You got 168 hours a week. What you do with the time?
My God.
You spending more time watching the playoff than you do with your
Yeah.
You got to learn how to be faithful over the time that God has given
That's
you.
right, Reverend.
You got to. in a hurry to get to church, in a hurry to leave. No, they don't do that, y'all church, but every now and then, I get a chance to walk outside before service over, and I watch how people have parked, Reverend Harris. The people park where they won't get him in. Because they want to leave in a hurry. That's what's happening.
Yes,
you got to be faithful with your time. Give God some time. God has given you all the time.
That's good.
Thank you.
This, he just wasn't faithful with it. But this one that I'm talking about, he was faithful.
Yes, sir.
Not only with his treasure, but he was faithful with his time.
I know.
But let me tell you something. You got to be faithful with your talents.
Yes.
What gifts God has given them to you? What have God has a deposit in you to use for His glory? I'm not talking for your glory. There are too many people trying to get recognition themselves. They don't do anything unless you recognize them. They don't pay any money unless you recognize them. They only want to be seen, heard.
That's right.
And want you to elevate them. They don't want to serve. They don't want to do anything. They just want people to serve them.
Yes.
But Jesus said, now look at here. I didn't come to be served.
Yeah.
All right.
But I come to serve, to serve.
Yes.
And that should be our goal, our aim. That Pastor Harris, where you want me to work, I'll work anywhere. I'll do whatever you want me to do. It doesn't matter who's here and who's not here. I'm going to do my part because I'm doing it to the glory of God.
Amen.
I'm using my treasures for His glory. I'm using my time for His glory. And I'm going to use my talents for His glory. Because I want Him to be glorified. Because one day,
All right now.
one day, He's going to come and make requirements of me. He's going to ask me, what have I done with what He gave me? I'm going to have to give an account of what He's given me. He's given me His treasures. He's given me time. He's given me talent. But what have I done with it?
Lord have mercy.
Yes, Lord.
Oh, He's going to call my name one day.
Yeah.
And He want to know what have I done.
That's right.
Amen.
But there's one thing I want to hear Him say.
Yes, sir.
And I believe the people of the meeting, your ministry, and everybody here want to hear Him say it one day. Well done. Well done. That you did it well. That you were faithful in your doing. That you didn't go home and sit down. That you didn't go somewhere and hide what God had given you. But you made it available to the world.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
That's rich, your best.
Lord. Thank you.
That's rich.
He will say, He will come.
He will.
Amen.
He's going to require some things of us.
He sure.
And when He comes, He's not going to ask you what kind of house you live in.
No, he's not.
He's not going to ask you what kind of car you drove.
Amen.
But He want to know what you did with what I gave you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then He's going to tell you what. I just want to hear Him say, Mayor, I want to hear Him say, well done.
Well done.
All right. Amen.
Brother Jones, I want to hear Him say, well done.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Not just well done, just well done, just well done. But I want to hear Him say, good.
Yeah.
That not only that I did a great job, but good.
Yeah.
But not only just good, but I'm faithful.
All right.
Yes, Lord.
Yes, Reverend Harris, Pastor Harris.
That's good.
I know a man
All right now.
from Galilee
From Galilee.
who were faithful.
Yeah.
He was faithful with his time.
Yeah.
He was faithful with his treasure. He was faithful with his talents. Because he came to fulfill his mission. And at one point the mission got so heavy on him that he was in the garden, he was praying to the Father. But then he realized something, I got to complete the mission. Because I want to hear my Father say one day, well done, thou good and faithful servant. And so he said, not my will, but thy will be done. And he went to Calvary cross. He hung there. He cross.
Yeah.
And they placed him in a borrowed tomb.
Yeah.
But he got up
Yeah.
the third day morning.
Yeah.
And look how he got up.